Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the NWA review for the 4th of January 2022. Overall, a better than normal show, and their shows are often pretty good. Kicking off the new year, open the week show with May Valentine interviewing Mims, who said that Mike Knox and Matt Cardona disrespected everyone in the NWA. Also said that while he lost to Knox last time, the result could be different next time, and they faced each other. Mims also said that others in the company are going to step up to Cardona and Knox and defend the NWA. Joe Galli, Tim Storm, and Velvet Sky on commentary. Rude Dudes, El Rudo, and Jamie Stanley promo. Kyle Davis interviews El Rudo and Jamie Stanley before the junior heavyweight play-in match. Rude says that they're the future tag team wrestling tonight. Stanley will prove how good he is in singles competition. Stanley then said when he wins the NWA Junior title, he and Rudo will go back to bashing nerds and like doing it. Jamie Stanley defeats Miguel Robes, Jeremiah Puckett, and Alex Taylor. Fatal 4-way to become the part of the juniors tournament here. Stanley opens walking towards each opponent and posing in front of them. Puckett just hits him in the face, and action gets starting. Their opponent will be announced Saturday on the new NWA USA show on YouTube. Stanley takes every opportunity he could during the match to pose after each competitor had been on offense for a period. Puckett and Robes end up in the ring together. Puckett then counters a dive attempt from Robes in the spinebuster, but then gets tossed out of the ring by Stanley. The dude, Stanley, then arrogantly pins Robes, who just got one foot on his chest. Galli reiterated Stanley will face top-tier opponent Saturday on the NWA USA show, but did not give an indication of who. Aaron Stevens and J.R. Curtis promo. Kyle Davis pointed out that ever since Stevens' personality changed, he and Curtis have been getting along better. Stevens then interrupted by Dirty Dango and JTG, a.k.a. Dirty Sexy Boys. JTG said Wrestling World wants to know why he and Dango are now a team. Those reasons are championships and fair competition, not like the last time when Stevens and Curtis cheated to beat them. Stevens referred to them as the unclean sexual young men, but Dango corrected them, and Stevens and Curtis leave. Fandango said, let's get weird, and JTG pulled out a banana and ate it. Davis then asked what that meant, but Fandango just told him to be quiet. Anyway, a video package on Hawks Air entered and announced two will face each other in the NWA Junior Tournament. Austin Idol replaces Tim Storm on commentary for the next match. Jordan Clearwater and Marshika Rockette defeats Cryon in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Idol's surprise for Cryon that he'd have to take on two wrestlers in a handicap match to keep his hopes of a rematch with Tyrus alive. Cryon takes on both guys, starts early in the match, but numbers advantage eventually leads to Idol's team getting on the offense. At one point, Rockette and Clearwater had Cryon in a double chin lock. Cryon then manages to suplex Rockette and to take him out of the match. For a little bit, the Masked Men then hit a series of body slams. Clearwater then he takes Rockette out on the apron and then hits a single leg crab. Rockette then comes back, breaks up the submission. However, Cryon hits Death Valley Driver on Clearwater. Rockette hits him with a rocket kick going for the pin. Idol and then screams bang. Zoom off to the moon. Anyway, Tyrus interview after the match said that he and other members of Idolmania Sports Management celebrate in the ring. He said if Cryon had won, he'd have given him a title shot, and he didn't, so he won't. Then we go to, after that came a break. May Valentine is there, Tyrus and Idol. Tyrus continues to say that Cryon agreed to the opportunity to prove he should face Tyrus, but he lost, and now he's back in line for a title match. Idol then said he should be learning experience for Cryon. Kyle Davis interviews Camille and Misa Kate. Camille said she doesn't share spotlight with anyone well, aside from Tom Latmere, and she's not a tag wrestler. She said this is a conspiracy. Corrigan told her that she'd wrestle in the only reason why she's teaming with Misa Kate later. Kate then talked about being new to the promotion but looking forward to showing Kylie Rae who the real Chicagoan is. Tim Storm rejoins the commentary team. Kylie Rae and Tootie Lynn defeat Misa Kate and Camille. Kate and Camille start things off back and forth. Camille looks unimpressed with the offense of her opponent in the corner. Kate then comes in with a tag. Camille didn't make much of an effort to reach out. Camille then does make the tag, seems interested in facing Rae. She has an attitude the whole thing is beneath her for the entirety of the match. Anyway, so match continues. Kylie Rae manages to lock on the crossface. Camille champion powers out. Both competitors tag out, and Lynn locks Kate in an armbar before Camille breaks it up. Kylie then hits Camille with a super kick, takes her out, and hits the ring. Camille and Kate argue the match, and Rae and Tootie Lynn celebrate. It seems as though Rae was being booked to look like a challenger as Camille joined on the commentary team. Anyway, Mega Weather, Nick Aldis, Mickie James phone. Aldis said that NWA USA will be a place for young talent to show up and make a name for themselves. He said he's an ambassador for the show and will be looking for new talent. Mickie James speaks about teaming with Kiera Hogan recently, although she showed dissension the last time they were in the ring together. James praised Hogan and said she's a star. James also took a shot at Camille and said the champion should be worried about her coming for the title. May Valentine asked Mayweather if there's an alliance between Aldis and James. Mayweather said that they're friends with Aldis' family, but that's it. He also said that he'll be appearing on NWA as USA as well. Colby Corino and the Fixers, Jay Bradley and Wrecking Ball Legursky against OGK. Mike Bennett, Matt Taven promo segment. Corino sitting atop the shoulders of the Fixers for the interview. Taven praised Corino's father and talked about knowing Colby since he was a boy, but can't understand why he's aligned with the Melvins like the Fixers. He also often does. Taven and made sure everyone knows that his name is Matt Taven. Taven and Corino agreed that Taven would take on Legursky in an impromptu singles match. Matt Taven then defeats Wrecking Ball Legursky. Taven starts off hot. Legursky then turns the tables, ended up on offense with a bunch of big moves, including an elbow drop lariat. Taven then starts to fight back and hits Legursky, who misses a splash. Taven hits a running knee to the face, gets a near fall. Legursky then counters, continues into a sleeper hold and a side slam for a near fall. Shortly after that, Taven hits a springboard moonsault for another near fall. Taven misses frog splash and Legursky lands a power slam for yet another near fall. Taven hits sunset flip powerbomb in the corner, gets pinned. Then we go to Gemicide promo. Gemicide speaks about the tension she has with Paula Blaze. Then Paula is Tyron Tyrell's problem now because she's done with her. Then we move to Matt Cardona and Mike Knox promo. Kyle Davis speaks to Matt Cardona and Mike Knox. Cardona then says he's ready to compete as in an NWA ring, but that's not why he's here. Cardona then says he's there to save the NWA. He said he's found the NWA old, dated, and boring 30 years ago, and now he still does now. Cardona says it's time for the NWA to change. He wants pyro for him and Knox, entrance music for everyone, and a big screen on the entrance ramp. Cardona then says Trevor Murdoch bullied him when he was a rookie and Murdoch was already established. He ran down how many social media followers Murdoch has and continues to run down both Murdoch and the NWA before saying the fans should thank him. Cardona comes off as a huge heel through this. Natalia Markova defeats Paola Blaze. Markova looks pretty dominant over Blaze throughout basically the entire match. Blaze hasn't gotten in any offense. Scores a couple of near falls, spinning combinations. Markova then delivers a series of forearms and a face buster. Getting back on offense, she then hits the Beautiful Disaster in the corner, picking up the win. Markova is going to be something in the women's division somewhere down the road. Chris Adonis and Tom Latimer promo. May Valentine brings up that the national title will be featured belt on NWA USA. Adonis and Latmir said the entire show should be about them. Tag team champions La Rebellion, Bestia, and Mega Wolf 450, and Homicide defeat Jack Dane in the end, Pyro and Odinson in your main event this week. Before the match begins, Dane in the end hit a triple super collider powerbomb on their opponents. Pyro then hits a big splash on Homicide in the corner. Bell rings starting the match when the non-end trio is down. Homicide goes for quite a while. Rebellion keeps trying to get involved, but they're stopped by the referee. Homicide makes hot tag to Mecha Wolf, and La Rebellion takes over. They hit a series of double teams on Odinson and chopped Pyro pair of double knees before tagging Homicide back in. Triple super kick on Odinson. Dane then comes back, picks up both members of La Rebellion, Samoan drop. Homicide comes back, tosses Dane's shoulder first into the post. Pyro then tags in, leaves him. Homicide is alone in the ring together. Can't get him up for the cop killer, so he lands a cutter to get the pin. Fun show for the NWA and better than most of what WWE puts out, even though they're a much smaller product. Anyway, we'll be back with more right after this.